Miss Monroe, it's time.
Hey movie buffs, have you ever wondered what famous faces we've had to say goodbye to on this day? Well, buckle up because we're about to take a star-studded stroll down memory lane.
It's been 50 years and we are still talking about the rumors surrounding her death.
Right.
Was it a murder? Did she commit suicide? Which
Right.
one is it? What do we know here? What have you been able to find?
Well, we've been able to find a lot of contradictory information, and the fact of the matter is that we can't say absolutely for sure what has happened here. There are an enormous number of mysteries that persist. Conflicting testimonies, missing evidence. It just goes on and on and on. So all of that stuff sort of leads to the fact that this remains, one of the biggest mysteries of the 20th century.
So what specifically happened the night she died? What do we know?
Well, there's a lot of, again, you can't quite get to the bottom of any of it, but the baseline is she was living in a house that she had probably bought about 6 months before in Brentwood, California. She was living with a live-in housekeeper named Eunice Murray. Eunice said that around midnight of that night, 50 years ago tonight, she went into the hall and she saw a light under Marilyn's door, got concerned about that, knocked on the door, got no answer, called her psychotherapist. The psychotherapist came over, broke the window to her bedroom, got into the bedroom, found her dead on the floor, on the bed, with the phone in her hand. And this was at 12:30 at night, but they did not call the cops until 4 hours later.
So all of those events don't quite line up. What's the storyline here? What's the issue with that? Is there an issue in that storyline?
Well, the issue with that storyline is, first of all, the next day they changed the time frame. So it went from 12:30 to 3 a.m., right? And there's also an enormous number of other testimony from people like Peter Lawford, an actor, Joe DiMaggio Jr.'s son, that contradicts that central thesis. I'm just telling you what Eunice Murray said happened.
Sure.
That was the first version.
Your thesis is that she was murdered.
No, not necessarily. My thesis is she could have been murdered.
And who would have done it
Well,
under that thesis?
I hate to be really speculative here, but you can't get too far in the landscape of this case without running into the name Kennedy. And I think there's absolutely no doubt at all that the Kennedy brothers were having sexual relations with Marilyn Monroe.
Multiple brothers.
Yes. Bobby, the Attorney General, JFK, the President of the United States, they sort of handed her off to each other. I don't see how anyone can say that did not happen.
In today's video, we uncover the stories and celebrate the careers of 10 iconic celebrities whose lights dimmed on this very day. Get ready for some surprising names and unforgettable tales. Let's get started and dive into the legacies these stars left behind. Number 1. Joffrey Balon. Born in Leeds, England, Joffrey Balon was trained at the prestigious Old Vic Theatre School from 1947 to 1949. He first graced the stage in Tough at the Top, marking the beginning of a rich theatrical career. Balon was well known for his versatile roles in classical theater, performing at the Shakespeare Memorial Theatre and with companies in Glasgow and Birmingham. Despite his extensive stage work, he gained widespread recognition for his role in the film Casino Royale and as the beloved character Catweasel in the television series of the same name. His contribution to both stage and screen left a memorable imprint on British entertainment, celebrated for his depth and charm. Balon passed away on May 10, 2021, leaving behind a legacy of distinguished performances that continue to inspire actors and audiences alike. Number 2. Joy Byers. Though primarily a composer, Joy Byers contributed significantly to the feel and era-specific sound of movies through her work. She passed away on May 10, 2017, but left behind a portfolio of music that enhanced films and captured the spirit of the times, making her an integral part of the storytelling process in cinema. Number 3. Mia Amber Davis.
Is there to you a sense of blame the victim, of scapegoating people who are overweight, and when you see a study like this?
Definitely, 100%. It's that sizeism is the last acceptable prejudice. If you see someone who's overweight, automatically they're the reason for America's problems in the healthcare industry, that's absolutely not true. I know plenty of people who are normal size, who are straight size as opposed to plus size, who have health issues. I don't know anyone in my circle of friends, in my family, in the millions of women that I reach out, the plus size advocate, that have health issues related to being overweight.
Well, the truth is, if you're obese, you are unhealthy. You're awash in extra estrogen. People don't realize this. If you're man, woman, or child, you have extra estrogen coursing through your body because of the obesity.
Okay,
You have orthopedic problems.
but maybe,
you're inflamed.
I know a lot of skinny people who are really unhealthy,
That's
too.
true. Do you know what? But I think tonight we're talking about obesity, but you're absolutely right. Starvation or improper eating is a problem on either side of the
you're
spectrum.
making is that obesity is a large part of the problem
Absolutely.
of our
Here's
healthcare
what
crisis.
the numbers are. We only have, Reuters reported that only 8% of us don't smoke, drink moderately, eat the fruits and vegetables we're supposed to eat, and exercise regularly. So really, fat or thin, only 8% of us are even trying in this country, but we're eating ourselves into obesity, which means we're eating ourselves into diabetes, dementia, heart disease, cancer. Did you know that a third of all cancer is obesity related?
But overweight does not mean unhealthy. I've been off the charts since I was 12 years old, and I'm perfectly healthy.
Mia Amber Davis, who unexpectedly passed away on May 10, 2011, was a notable figure in the entertainment industry, but also for her pioneering work advocating for plus-size representation. Beyond acting, Mia was a vibrant presence on various platforms, promoting body positivity and diversity in modeling and acting, and continues to inspire a more inclusive industry approach. Number 4. John Boles. John Boles was a respected figure in the camera department for various significant films, known for his technical expertise, which contributed to the visual storytelling of City by the Sea and The Family Man. His untimely death on May 10, 2010 marked a significant loss to the technical side of filmmaking, an often underappreciated art form that is crucial to the cinema experience. Number 5. Deborah Walley. Deborah Walley, who passed away on May 10, 2001, was beloved for her vibrant roles in 1960s teen movies like Beach Blanket Bingo and Gidget Goes Hawaiian. Her infectious energy and ability to portray youthful exuberance won her a dedicated fan base. Off-screen, Walley was equally passionate about her craft, transitioning into a successful career behind the camera, writing and producing, thus leaving a diverse legacy in the industry.
The general picture that comes to people's minds when they hear the words fractured flickers. Unfortunately, our last image, as we get it from our research staff, is that of a half-witted old lady going through her souvenirs in a trunk in the attic. Now, in an effort to change that image somewhat, we've invited to be with us this evening a young lady who is the very embodiment of freshness and vigor. A rising young actress, and deservedly so, whom you've seen notably in a number of pictures, such as Summer Magic and Young Lovers. Miss Deborah Walley.
Thank you, Mr. Connery.
If you don't mind, would you call me Hansel?
Hansel?
Yes, and I'll call you Debbie. It sets a more youthful tone for our interview.
Interview? We're just going to sit here and talk?
Well, I don't dance much anymore, Debbie.
Well, I thought we were going to see some of those new movies you've been showing.
No. First we go... New movies?
Oh, yes, you know, like Birth of a Nation, Covered Wagon, East Lynne.
No, wait. Those aren't new pictures, Debbie.
Oh, well, they're new to me. All those exciting new stars like Theda Bara and Elmo Lincoln.
Billy Dove.
Oh, Billy Dove, she's boss.
Boss.
Tough.
Tough.
Well, you know, the best.
Well, yes. You mean that to your generation, these are all new pictures?
Well, we've never seen them before.
Well, don't you think that the films themselves look a little scratched and beaten?
Oh, yes, but that gives them that real-life documentary look.
Miss Walley.
I thought you were going to call me Debbie.
You know, I've changed my mind. Miss Walley, what do your friends consider to be old pictures?
Oh, things like, Jailhouse Rock, Ben-Hur, the first Gidget picture.
And the older our pictures are, the newer they seem. Why, this is wonderful. It's the new image we've been looking for. Fractured Flickers, the program that brings new, fresh, unknown talent to the screen. Who knows? I might become to be known as the star maker.
Number 6. Craig Stevens. Craig Stevens is best remembered for his portrayal of the titular character in the television series Peter Gunn.
Hello, Mr. Gunn.
Hello, Laurie.
I guess you know about Donnie Rogan.
I know he was killed last night, and Sandy Martin's been arrested.
Sandy didn't kill him. Somebody tried to kill Sandy. They tried to run him down, but he got away over a wall. Look, Sandy just got out of reform school, Mr. Gunn. He wasn't even thinking of Donnie Rogan.
I understand he threatened to kill Donnie once.
I know, but he's over that now. He hated Donnie because Donnie framed him. But all that time he was away, he changed. Well, he wrote me letters, I can show you. Look, we were going to be married as soon as he got out. He learned a trade, he had a job waiting.
Who do you think killed Donnie?
I don't know. Maybe somebody in Donnie's gang, somebody that wanted to take over.
Why did they try and kill Sandy?
I don't know, Mr. Gunn, but please, just talk to Sandy, you'll see. Well, look, he was right here with me when they picked him up. Well, does that sound like he's guilty? He'd be hiding out, wouldn't he? He would never have come here, the first place he knew they'd look for him.
He might. If he needed an alibi.
He has an alibi, Mr. Gunn, but they won't believe him, honest. Look, Sandy took the toughest jobs at that reform school just to earn enough extra money for us. He sent it to me, every cent. Well, I have it here in the bank book, $108. Well, does that sound like he still wanted to get Donnie Rogan?
I'll see what I can do.
Will you?
But don't count on it.
But he's innocent.
We'll see. You take it easy.
Which aired from 1958 to 1961. His sophisticated demeanor and sharp wit helped define the cool private eye archetype on television. Stevens' influence persisted long after his death on May 10, 2000, as Peter Gunn became a blueprint for future detective shows, combining style with suspense in a way that was groundbreaking at the time. Number 7. Dana Plato. Known for her role as Kimberly Drummond on the popular sitcom Different Strokes.
Have you seen the view from the balcony?
Yes, I have.
It's better second time.
I won't be long, Ellen. Okay. What is it, Dad? Sounds serious.
It is. I am very disappointed that you felt you couldn't discuss it with me.
Discuss what?
Sardines, graham crackers, ice cream, and this book. You're single and you're pregnant.
Oh, that.
Why didn't you come to me when it first happened?
I wasn't there when it happened.
You weren't there? Have you kids invented something new I don't know about? What do you mean? You weren't there.
Wait a minute. Did you think that book was for me?
Well, I certainly don't think it's for Arnold.
Daddy, I'm not pregnant.
You went to the obstetrician.
Yes, I did, with a friend of mine. She's the one that's pregnant.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. You always said you trusted me.
I want to believe you, honey.
Oh, Daddy, you can. I'm not pregnant, honest. Not even a little bit.
Dana Plato's life was marked by dramatic highs and lows, reflective of the challenges child actors often face in Hollywood. Her death on May 10, 1999, was a poignant reminder of the personal struggles behind the screen, and her performances continue to evoke nostalgia for fans of classic TV sitcoms. Number 8. Shel Silverstein. While Shel Silverstein was more famous for his books and poetry, he also had acting credits that showed his versatility and creativity.
As a special treat, we have for you the inimitable Dr. Hook and his medicinal, what was it, medicine? It has to do with medicine. I know that. It's a bunch of interns that they are. Actually, it's all a shuck. They're a bunch of interns, and a couple of them are doctors, as a matter of fact. There's one brain surgeon and one eye specialist here, and the rest are interns. And Ray has been a professor. a professor of medicine for some time, and he organized these guys from his classes at first, and then he took a couple of his colleagues into practice with him. And they had a clinic at one time. It was just called Dr. Hook's Medical Clinic. And then later on, they started listening to the radio a lot because enough people were not really getting sick. And the ones that were getting sick were not coming back for treatment. So they took to listening to the radio and singing around and playing music. And then they got together and they decided, fuck medicine.
His contributions to children's literature and entertainment, marked by whimsy and profound simplicity, have left an indelible mark on generations of young readers and viewers. Silverstein's multifaceted career include composing, writing, and drawing, illustrating his diverse artistic talents. Number 9. Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, who passed away on May 10, 1998, was not only a legendary singer, but also a charismatic actor in films like From Here to Eternity.
Sent back to the States. He's sailing next week. He wants me to go with him. What'll we do? When do you think you'll get your commission?
I didn't put it in. I filled it out, but I didn't sign it. I took it out of my desk a dozen times, but I couldn't sign it.
Why? But it was the plan.
I know.
It's been weeks. You can't just say you'll do a thing and then not do it.
Karen, listen to me.
But why didn't you do it? Why didn't you tell me?
Be back in a minute. I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else. I thought it was the guy from our company. Pruitt, the kid I was telling you about. The one that got mixed up with one of the girls at the new Congress Club. He's AWOL, probably in lots of trouble. Robert E. Lee Pruitt, a crazy, no-good...
For which he won an Academy Award. His profound impact on music and film makes him an enduring icon of American culture, whose influence is felt across multiple facets of entertainment and beyond. Number 10. Gene Raymond. Gene Raymond was a popular actor during Hollywood's golden age, starring in films like Red Dust alongside Jean Harlow.
Because there across Farmer Brown's meadows he saw little Molly Cottontail. A chipmunk and a rabbit. Say, I wonder how this comes out. But the faster he ran across the ground, the faster she went. Hippity-hop, hippity-hop, hippity-hop. Fred! Stop it. Ouch. Sorry. So once more and you get the works right there.
Can't you read anything but bedtime stories?
I've read you everything 4 times. Except one certain item.
What?
Well, I didn't want to upset you. You're not well yet, you know.
Let me see.
I'll read it. Where is it? Oh, here. Sailing for San Francisco on the Mahoya Maru was Mr. Gary Willis and his attractive wife of... Look how they spell Philadelphia. F-F-I-L. Well, anyway, let's see now. Way across the meadow... Come on, Fred, shake out of it. Way across the meadow, as old Daddy's son was sitting behind the purple hills, little Molly Cottontail went hippity-hop, 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 hip... Fred?
What, Lily?
You big cheese.
Rumford or Gorgonzola?
His death on May 10, 1998, marked the end of an era for fans of classic cinema. Raymond's career spanned several decades, during which he captivated audiences with his performances in both romantic leads and character roles. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the stars we've loved and lost. Remember, their legacies will always shine bright in Hollywood's sky.